Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to explore what happens when a peaceful home suddenly gets a warning, and a child's drawing reveals more than it should. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next episodes. Fog still clung to the vegetable beds. The new timber smelled clean, almost innocent. Alex climbed the ladder, one hand on the frame. Tuna stood below with warm water, watching his footing. He drove a nail. The hammer tapped twice. Then Alex froze. In the damp soil beside the garden, two fresh tire lines cut straight toward the bamboo fence. They were too wide for his motorbike, too deep to be old. Alex stepped down and crouched near the fence. Something white was snagged on a bamboo splinter, folded small like it didn't want to be found. He opened it, one line printed neat. Sign or move. He folded the paper fast and slid it into his pocket before Tuna could read it. For a second, his eyes searched the empty road, the trees, the quiet corners of the yard. Nothing moved. That was the worst part. He forced his voice steady. "Henry's late, isn't he?" Tuna didn't answer the question. Her eyes stayed on the tracks. "Did you tell anyone about this spot?" she asked. Alex shook his head. Not because it was fully true, because he needed it to be true. He remembered the last time business crossed the gate, a casual visit, a friendly smile, then weeks of pressure that followed them home. Tuna passed him a nail without looking up. Her calm was a shield, but it was also a warning. A school bell rang faint from town, carried by wind. Alex imagined Henry's small sandals on tile, that bright little run into a classroom. He kept building, because stopping would mean admitting the quiet threat had already entered the yard, and because finishing the roof felt like the only kind of protection he could still control. He kept smiling for Tuna, but inside he was counting the minutes until whoever wrote that note decided to come back. By noon, the house frame stood taller. The outdoor kitchen was still chalk lines and wishful thinking. Clouds gathered over the trees like someone holding their breath. Alex's phone vibrated. He ignored it. It vibrated again. He answered behind the timber stack, voice low. Lan spoke in that careful office calm. "Export lot needs your confirmation," she said. "The partner wants the schedule today." Alex stared at the tire marks like they were a second clock. "I'm with my family," he said. A beat of silence. "You said that yesterday too," Lan replied. Then softer, "My already drafted the addendum. Just sign the shipping and we're safe." Safe. The word sounded wrong. Tuna heard enough to understand the shape of it. She didn't ask for details. She only said, "Henry gets out at 4. Alex nodded like he could promise time. He drove to town, the wheels slick under his palms. The factory yard swallowed him in noise and wood dust. Men shouted measurements. A forklift slid past like a blunt answer. Lan met him with a folder. "Quick signature," she said. Alex flipped it open. It wasn't only shipping. A map page sat inside, clean lines, bold labels, his farm boundary, and the bare strip beside the vegetable beds marked like a corridor. "Why is this here?" Alex asked. Lan blinked, too quick. "Template," she said. "Old language." Alex's eyes didn't leave the map. "You told me you weren't pushing land," he said. Lan's jaw worked. "I didn't," she answered. Then she added, almost as an afterthought, "My handled it." The name hit like metal. Alex's voice dropped. "Why would she have my boundary map?" Lan hesitated. "You sent it months ago," she said finally. "For logistics." Alex remembered the late-night message. He remembered choosing speed over explanation. He remembered not telling Tuna because it felt temporary. Lan leaned in. "They want confirmation by 5, she said. "If we don't, they reroute the order." Alex glanced at the clock on the wall. He glanced at his own hands. Wood dust under his nails, like proof of 2 lives at once. If he signed, the deal tightened its grip. If he walked out, the factory bled. He shoved the folder back. No land decisions without my family, he said, and turned away. At the school gate, Henry spotted the car and ran, arms wide. "Dad, Alex!" Alex lifted him up, breathing in milk and dust. Henry pressed a crumpled paper to his chest. "I drew," he said. Tuna waited by the curb. When she saw Alex's face, her smile didn't reach. She touched Henry's sweaty forehead, then whispered to Alex, "Someone came to the farm today." Back at the wooden house, afternoon light made everything look gentler than it was. The roofline was almost complete. The bamboo fence leaned, unfinished, like it knew it didn't count yet. Henry ran circles in the yard, chanting names like a spell. "Mom Tuna, Dad Alex, Grandma." Tuna spread Henry's drawings on the table. Bright suns, stick figures holding hands, a little house with a bamboo fence. Alex washed his hands at the basin, scrubbing hard, as if guilt came off with dust. He glanced at the road once, then again. Henry held one page up like proof. "I made our home," he said. At first it was sweet, then Alex saw the detail that didn't belong. A straight grey strip from the gate to the side of the house, not a child's random line, a container road. Tuna's face went still. "Where did he see this?" she asked. Henry answered proudly. "Uncle Lan showed me," he said. "He came to school. He said grown-up cars need space." Henry smiled. "He gave me a toy car. The teacher said it's nice." Tuna looked at Alex like she was waiting for him to deny it. Alex couldn't. Outside, the tire tracks had dried into shallow scars. Inside, the note sat heavy in Alex's pocket. Henry pushed the toy car along the table, making a quiet engine sound. It rolled straight, like it already knew where it was going. In Henry's drawing, the road didn't stop at the gate. It cut right through the garden, like it owned the place. Night came with cooked rice and the sharp smell of fresh-cut wood. The house creaked in places it shouldn't, new joints settling into their job. Henry ate fast, then fell asleep early, toy car clenched in his fist. When the rooms finally went quiet, Tuna placed two things on the table: Henry's drawing and the factory folder she'd taken from Alex's bag. She didn't shout. She didn't cry. She slid the map page forward until the bold line touched the edge of the garden. "Tell me the truth," she said, "not the version that keeps the peace." Alex sat down slowly. "That draft isn't final," he said. Tuna nodded, like she expected that answer. "And the note?" she asked. Alex's throat tightened. "You saw—" "I saw you protect it all day," Tuna said, like it was a blade. Alex placed the paper on the table. "Sign or move." Tuna read it once, then again. Her breathing stayed controlled, like control was the only thing she had left. "You still built," she said. "I didn't want to scare you," Alex replied. Tuna's eyes didn't soften. "You didn't want me to stop you." In the doorway, Alex's mother appeared, silent as a shadow. She didn't announce herself, she just listened. "Let her finish," she told Alex. Tuna kept her gaze on Alex. "Who sent Lan to Henry's school?" she asked. Alex hesitated. "Say the name," Tuna said, "because I will not guess in my own house." Alex admitted. "She manages the partner." Tuna leaned forward. "Call her," she said. "Now, in front of me." Alex looked at his phone. If he called, he burned the deal. If he didn't, he burned something else. He picked it up, then set it back down. "I can't," he said. Tuna's jaw tightened. "So you protect her comfort before you protect mine." Alex tried to speak. Nothing came out clean. Tuna's voice stayed level. "Did you give her the farm map?" Alex's silence answered. His mother's eyes closed for a second. "Alex," she said quiet, "tell it straight." "I sent it," Alex admitted, "months ago, for logistics. I thought it was harmless." Tuna's face changed, not into anger, into knowing. "So this started when you decided I didn't need to know." Alex rubbed his forehead. "I was trying to keep us afloat." "And now?" Tuna asked. "Are you afloat, or are you being steered?" Alex flinched. The note, the school visit, the drawing. It felt coordinated. His mother stepped closer. "I didn't tell you everything either," she said to Tuna. Tuna turned sharply. "What didn't you tell me?" "I put a camera facing the gate," Alex's mother said, "and I left it on." Alex's stomach dropped. "Mom, I was afraid," she said, "and because you have a habit of letting strangers into your life, then calling it business." The sentence landed hard because it was true. Tuna stood up, palm resting lightly on her belly. "If this deal needs our land," she said, "we lose peace. If we refuse, you lose your people's trust." She looked at Alex. "That's the choice. And you built it when you hid the first step." A notification flashed on Alex's screen. 5:01 p.m. confirmation required. Tuna didn't look at the screen. "Choose," she said, "for the family you claim this house is for." Alex went to the factory the next morning with no sleep in his bones. The machines didn't care about guilt. Orders didn't care about fear. Mai sat in the meeting room, calm as a closed door. "You're late," she said, smiling like it was friendly. Alex didn't sit. "You sent someone to my son's school," he said. Mai lifted her brows. "I didn't," she replied. "I wouldn't cross that line." Alex slid Henry's drawing across the table. Mai's eyes flicked to the grey road, just for a second. "That's a child's imagination," she said. "You're stressed." Lan stood near the wall, face tight. She looked at the floor like it could hide her. Alex spoke softly, worse than shouting. "You told Lan to do it," he said. "Why?" Mai leaned back. "Because you hesitate," she said. "And hesitation costs jobs." Alex heard the truth underneath. They were using his family as leverage, and he had trained them to push. He turned to Lan. "You told me you didn't push land," he said. Lan's voice broke. "I thought if Henry liked it, Tuna would accept it." Mai didn't deny it. She only watched Alex, measuring how far he would bend before he broke. Alex walked out without signing. In the hallway, he heard Mai's voice follow him like perfume. "If you want peace," she called, "then give us progress." Outside, the yard was full of wood and plans and men who still believed in him. Alex felt the weight of their belief like a debt. At home, the new wooden house caught sunlight and looked like a dream. But Tuna didn't walk inside first. She watered the vegetable beds slowly, one row at a time, like she was proving something. Henry ran up with his toy car. "Mom, Tuna, look." Tuna smiled for Henry. Then she took the car gently and placed it high on a shelf, out of reach. The hidden cost wasn't the deal. It was the way trust started being stored, where small hands couldn't touch it. By evening, the roof was finished. The bamboo fence stood straighter. The outdoor kitchen finally looked like a place to breathe. Henry ran into the new room and laughed at the echo. Then he ran back out, checking the yard, as if laughter needed witnesses. Tuna set cups on the counter. Alex's mother watched the gate like she was waiting for weather. Alex stood in the doorway, feeling how thin home could be. A car engine idled outside, not loud, just present. From far away, the factory's machines hummed faintly on the wind. A steady, indifferent rhythm, as if work could reach into the yard and tap the bamboo, reminding them it was never fully gone. Alex stepped to the window. Headlights washed the bamboo pale. A silhouette stayed in the driver's seat, not coming in, not leaving. Alex's phone lit up on the table. One message from an unknown number. "We can talk tonight, or we can talk at your son's school tomorrow." Henry's small footsteps stopped behind Alex. "Dad?" he asked, confused by the silence. Alex looked at Tuna, at Henry, at the new house that was supposed to mean safety. Then he reached for the phone with one hand, and for the front door latch with the other.